Welcome everyone to the Waco Annual Charity Open presented by Prodigy Discs. I'm here, Sarah Hokom, with Luke Humphries, also representing Prodigy. We're here to give you the rundown on the feature card of the FPO.
Yeah, can't wait to see what these ladies do. Awesome weather for today's round. We have Heather Young, Lisa Fajkus, Catrina Allen, and Paige Pierce.
We're out at Brazos East Park in Waco, Texas, famed for its wide open half of the fairway, and then the other part is some deep woods.
That's exactly right. Tale of two nines out here at the Beast.
Starting it off on hole 1, pretty short hole, 291. You can take the gut shot, or you can throw a big hyzer either left side or right side. Got OB on the left and the right, and a tapering green with a slope.
Yeah, shorter hole, but still pretty tricky. What were you doing here, Sarah?
I throw the gut shot.
Yeah, forehand, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what these gals go with. Looks like Paige has a couple mid-ranges in her hand, most likely going up the gut. This played is the 7th hardest hole on the course, possibly because it's just the first hole too. Little nerves.
Also, a lot of wind you can't feel on the tee that comes through once you get through the gap.
Yeah, exactly right. Paige hits early but lands in bounds. She'll be able to pitch up and take her 3 most likely. Lisa also looking like she's going up the middle.
Wind pushes it down a bit. Be a little short, edge of circle 2.
Yeah, she'll have a putt at it. You can kind of run that putt with a little backstop.
Kat looks like she's going with the big hyzer, which is definitely her strength.
Puts a good move on it. The wind is pushing right to left towards the OB, but she plays it good. Probably 2 paces, 3 paces outside circle 1 for her birdie look. And we've got Heather Young, a young up-and-comer playing for Prodigy, lefty. Looks like she's throwing a D1 up the middle.
In her debut of the Pro Tour for 2020. Looks like she airs it out a bit. She'll have trouble getting in bounds.
Yeah, that's the air that we see going up the middle. If you leave it a little high, just let the wind play with it and moves her out of bounds.
She'll still have a putt from there, though. Cat from 40 feet.
Just a little low right at the basket, though. She'll look to build on that. This is a par save opportunity for Heather.
Jams it.
Wow, great putt.
Nice and smooth.
Yeah, get
Didn't
the nerves
appear to have nerves there.
No, she didn't. We'll see how that plays out the rest of the round. She's smiling. Looks to enjoy the stage that she's playing on.
Lisa, after a pitch up we missed, gets her par 3.
Yeah, there were 2 birdies on this hole. Shout out to Haley King and Missy Gannon getting their rounds started the right way. Kat tapping in for her par. Paige doing the same.
That was a definitely gettable hole, but first round, opening tour day, it's acceptable to get a par and move on.
Agreed. Thank you to Prodigy for sponsoring the tournament and the coverage.
On to hole 2, par 4, 531 feet. First shot is a placement shot out to the right side, looking for an open look to the basket. Most players are going to have a couple hundred feet to get to a placement on the right side. It's moved just a little bit from last year. And there's OB all around it on both the right and the left.
Yeah, and this green plays pretty windy most of the time, don't you agree?
Yeah, and we've had a headwind for all the practice days and a headwind today.
Right, so the miss would be left. Going in the water right would just make this hole terribly hard. Paige, pretty good kick.
I would assume she missed her line a bit there.
Yeah, a little inside.
Yep.
Yep.
Or maybe expected the wind to push it up and it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa also playing it to the left. It's not very open over there for your approach shot, so I assume that's also a bit of a miss. But she'll be
Yeah.
all right. She'll be able to still have a look to get up and down for a
Yep.
birdie.
The left side can be good if you have a nice forehand like yourself, but for the ladies lacking in the forehand area, that does make it a little tougher.
That is the shot everyone was looking for. Leave her another couple hundred to get to the basket.
Yeah, that's way down there. Well done from Catrina. See how the lefty plays this. Probably a little more difficult as the fairway goes from right to left. Just not trying to get too much out of it. Smart.
From here, she's about 250 from the pin.
That is the Brazos River that you can see there. Cliffs on the other side, famed for being thrown off of. If you haven't come to Waco and done that, you got to do it. Paige going to her forehand. Have you been teaching her some stuff?
Oh no, she's quite the athlete. I don't have to teach her much.
Just
Maybe
outside.
I can teach her to cook maybe.
Good. What's your best dish? Just while we're here.
Oh, anything Thai actually.
That's awesome.
Lisa letting that wind carry it a little too far right,
Hook up.
hoping to stay in bounds. Doesn't look like it happened. I think that's concrete on the other side of that bench.
I believe so too. But it did look like there was some grass.
Maybe we'll see here in a minute.
Yeah, we will. Nice little standstill forehand from Catrina.
Heather from about 45 into a wind.
She's got the matching outfit that goes with the matching putters.
Purple is her color.
Shout out to the purple.
Paige from just outside the circle. Doesn't want to put it up high enough to let the wind get
You
it.
see those little flags blowing. There's
Lisa
definitely some headwind.
was out of bounds, now trying to save her par.
Looks like the wind pushed that one down a little bit.
Looks like everyone's having trouble adjusting to the wind this early in the season. But Kat gets the birdie.
Well done from her. Yeah, there were only 3 birdies on this hole. Kat Mersch, Catrina Allen, and Valerie Mondohanu getting the birdies on this hole. Just it takes 2 good shots.
It's very birdieable, I think, but it is certainly in this kind of wind, you got to get it close to the basket.
No doubt, no doubt. And being early in the round, still maybe some jitters, just figuring out everything.
Yeah, I think I was nervous for the whole 2 days before the tournament started.
It's a pro tour event. And you're really good in the woods. What are we doing hole 3?
Hole 3, 320. It's choose your own adventure here. You can either take the inside line with a slight flex, or you can take a hyzer line on the outside right side, or we'll see Heather Young split the gap on the left side, either throwing the flat or a hyzer line. This is tough to get to now that they've moved it back. It's kind of tucked back a little bit further, and with an elevated basket, you really got to get inside the circle to challenge that birdie. Kat with the hyzer, a little bit early. Puts her outside the circle.
Yeah, leaves yourself a putt.
Sort of. On this basket, in a headwind.
Yep.
I watched a lot of great putters lay their shots up from there. Paige looks like throwing a mid, flat.
Kisses the tree, but gets past it nicely, and she'll also be left just outside circle. Also a tricky putt.
It's like Heather's going to try to get as big distance here, but she's going to have to do it through a gap. This is a very technical shot. And she gets through.
Yeah, looking for a little more turn probably than that, but no harm done.
At 320, it's also playing slightly uphill, so it's probably playing more like 350.
Yeah, plus the wind. Yeah, 350 is probably right.
Lisa's also going to go for big distance here. And the wind caught it. And she hit a tree that actually may have helped her a little. So everybody's going to have some interesting approaches here. A lot of little trees to miss. That's going to be a tough putt.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Keeps on rolling. That's rather unfortunate for her.
Heather, I'm going to guess she's laying this up.
Yeah, that's smart.
Cat also laying up.
Yep. These ladies playing golf, controlling the outcomes.
Lisa laying up. Well, is that a layup? I don't know.
Maybe half
A
good.
halfie.
Yeah. The old halfie.
Paige, she doesn't really lay up.
Oh, and that would have been the only circle 2 putt completed by the FPO field on this hole. There were no circle 2 putts hit. 2 birdies. Hannah Blumrose and Jessica Weiss were able to get the 2 on this. So there's your open holes. The woods await us. What do we got for number 4, Sarah?
Hole 4. This is a snaking fairway. The first challenge is to miss this tree here in the middle and be moving left. You can either throw the sidearm with an aggressive play or a mid or a putter off the tee for a righty backhand. And then you're going to snake back to the right. Also, 2 more middle trees to miss. And then you're headed to another couple middle trees, followed by a steep slope on the back side that can roll away into the water out of bounds.
Yeah, so you've got a 20-foot wide fairway that snakes the entire way and then water right behind the bucket. Definitely a tough hole.
Cat with a mid on a hyzer, just a little early.
Got to push. That was a great kick, though, honestly, because you can get kicked into the left and almost just be a pitch out.
Paige also looks like a putter.
Misses that middle tree, it's going to be perfect.
You almost have to aim right at the middle tree and just hope you miss it.
Yeah.
But it certainly can ricochet you deep into the woods, especially if you're throwing a high-speed driver.
Yeah, and putting it up a little higher like she did. Lots of people will opt for a 4-foot high skipping to the left shot, just minimize kicks.
With a lefty sidearm, and that looks pretty good. She's
Yeah.
in great position.
Well done from Heather. Showing off the forehand skills as well.
Lisa with a mid as well, pulls it a little right, but gets a good, perfect kick.
Yeah, great kick.
Cat is also going to only bite off a little ways here. She is not going to try to get really far up the fairway, but she's trying to throw it in the middle. She's not happy with that. Lisa utilizing her sidearm.
Going outside gap, which doesn't access the green as easily, but is definitely a safer play. You can tell that Lisa would be happy with a 4 here.
Heather also with a mid. Catches some shrubbery, but still, she'll be all right,
Yeah, she'll be all right there.
especially as a lefty.
Paige looking to attack, taking the inside forehand gap. Needs a skip.
It's tough over there.
It is.
That big tree is in your way.
Yeah, you got to slide it right in front of that big tree.
Cat utilizing her sidearm with a mid-range.
Yeah.
Looks like the tree's caught her there.
Mm-hmm. She'll have
going
access
into the water.
to a putt. Yeah, exactly. If she would have faded out and missed all those trees, that would have been in the water.
Heather also with a sidearm. Pitching up
Nice.
under the basket.
Tapping in for a 4. Lisa will be happy with that. This hole averaged 4.64 for the ladies. So just taking your 4 was picking up strokes on people.
Oh, that could be in the water.
That could definitely be in the water. Looked like she caught a little chains, but basically just bounced off the rim and headed down that hill.
Heather for par. Solid.
Great putt. Through some trees, a little hyzer.
You don't see any hitches in her stroke.
No, it's a really impressive game.
Cat from just inside the circle, just outside.
This is a breezy green. Just opens up just enough for the water running off, the wind rather, running off the water to affect putts. Paige looks to have stayed. Weak side chain out. Coming back a little high, but it's good. She'll bogey. Probably not happy with that after such a great drive. Cat also in for her bogey. And there you see a leaderboard update. Evelina from Finland playing great golf. Rebecca Cox, Missy Gannon, Hannah Bloomrose also getting off to good starts. Hole 3. What do we got, Sarah?
Well, hole 5, par 3, 264. This is uphill quite a ways, and the right side is really, really dangerous, and the left side is dangerous. This is a total gap shot, and one you have to control elevation on up to a plateaued green. There's not any OB, but there's a lot of danger in the woods. If you're off the fairway, it's going to be tough to save your par.
Yeah, agreed. You can get some brutal kicks on this hole. Anything early left or right is almost instant bogey.
She pushes it a little far left, but might get lucky through those trees. Looks like she'll have a putt.
Yeah, she should be left with a putt. Very sticky grass up by this green. So if you do leak a little bit right, chances are you're going to hold right there and have an uphill look.
Local favorite Lisa puts a nice move on it, puts her inside the circle.
Yeah.
Great shot.
Textbook, throw it into the ground up there, hit that little dirt patch, and skip up to the basket.
Cat, little early release. In the fairway, though, so she'll have a chance to save her par.
That's a fortuitous kick for sure. Paige looking to come back from that bogey. Seems to be throwing mid-range.
Pulls it a little right, gets lucky on the kick. That's some world champ kicks right there.
Yep, it is for sure.
And of course, perfect approach.
Well played. Was that a banger, I believe?
She is liking that disc, that thumb track.
Yeah.
Cat, a little long, but...
Yeah, following suit, leaving herself a little more than she'd like. She'll be
Heather
good
for the birdie. Little tough stance here. That side hill she's on is pretty steep.
Mm-hmm.
But doing Heather Young things.
Wow, negotiating it perfectly.
No problem.
Couple impressive putts in a row. This hole averaged 3.29. There were 4 birdies on it. Obviously Heather. We also had Missy Gannon, Rebecca Cox, and Kona Panis grabbing their twos. Lisa, uncharacteristically a little left. We look for her to turn those putts around. She's a great putter.
Early in the season, sometimes it's hard to dial it in.
Yeah. Paige grabbing that up and down. Lisa not enthused about her start so far, but she's a great woods player and she's got plenty of holes left. So look for her to bounce back.
Heather Young then just went under par to take the lead in the field.
All right, hole 6. Similar in difficulty to the hole previous to it. You need a left to right moving shot as it goes downhill. I'd say it probably plays like 250, but you just got to hit the gap, huh, Sarah?
Yeah, and it definitely plays to a lefty or a sidearm.
Heather's like, I got your lefty.
Oh. A lot of vines hanging down this year.
Mm-hmm. A little wide.
Ghost
not a
vines.
bad kick.
Lisa going with the backhand. I figured she might go sidearm. Her sidearm's really good. Little high, early turn.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tight gap. It looks pretty easy in practice, but then once you get up there in a tournament, that gap looks way smaller.
Yeah, you can't see the basket exactly, so the distance kind of questions as you step up to it. Oh no, that's not a good spot to kick to.
Here we go. Here's the sidearm. Man, there's a magnet on the left side of the green, or the fairway.
Yeah, Yeah, oh, this looks tricky for Cat. Straddle out, hitting a gap. Looks to have done it great, though.
Wow.
Wow, she'll
That's a
be
great
happy
out.
with that, yeah. Paige in a similar position, looking to be flicking a putter.
Still got a lot of work to do.
Patent pending stance from Heather. Great touch.
Yeah, smooth. Tap in.
Yeah, she really makes it look easy.
Paige for her third shot.
Almost looked like she was giving it a bid.
If I know Paige, she was.
Lisa from about 90 feet.
Sneaks by that tree.
Yeah,
Puts it by the basket.
she'll be tapping in.
This is one of the more gettable holes on the course. It's
Yeah.
surprising to see so many scramble opportunities here from the feature card. I assume they'll be cleaning that up a bit over the course of the next 2 rounds.
Yeah, for sure. 5 ladies were able to grab the birdie on that, including yourself, Sarah. Not surprising, being a good forehand player.
One of the few I got.
Cat tapping in. Heather doing the same.
These next 2 in a row are also going to be birdieable holes, but we see Evelina is now at -3 at this point. Missy and Henna -2. Heather got under par, and we see a handful of others. None of the lead card right now is really on the feature card.
Oh. Now they've got some work to do. Put
On to
themselves
holes.
back in position.
On to hole 7, 462 feet. The first shot needs to be moving right to left out into this open area. Then you're going to navigate this kind of cavern. What would you call this? Valley. There we
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
A valley to a sloped green. First shot is critical.
Yeah.
Mando on the left as well.
Get over there. Well played.
Yep, that's perfect.
That'll set her up for about a 225, 250 foot upshot across that little gap Sarah was speaking about. Looking to follow suit, Lisa.
Follows it
Go,
up.
go.
Past the blocker tree. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great spot. Maybe a little bit left. Her approach will have a little more hyzer than Heather's. The straighter you push it, the straighter your second shot can be.
Cat a little inside that big blocker tree, but she still gets through, and she'll still have a look to get her birdie.
Yeah, inside can be okay sometimes. You just want to make sure you don't miss right.
Yeah. Paige gets a good spot. She is far to the left, but you know, it's okay to come in at a hyzer.
Yeah,
It really is. I come in from the right side a lot, and it's not that much easier than throwing the straight shot. Harder, excuse me.
Cat goes understable mid-range. Fights a little bit, but she'll be left with a 50-footer to a really elevated basket. That'll be a tricky putt.
A little bit of headwind coming on this hole. This is one of the wooded holes that we actually do get wind.
Nice little roll to the edge of circle 1 for Heather. She'll have a look.
With her putting, for sure.
Yeah.
Lisa going mid.
Looks like a rock.
Pulled it a little right.
It can be tricky from the right side. There's just a lot of foliage in the way to access the basket.
Paige going sidearm. Man, I would have thought she would have chosen the hyzer backhand, but I guess she was pinched.
Mm-hmm. None of these ladies getting it all the way to the bucket, but all of them can run this putt with a little backstop. Cat looks to be laying up.
Definitely don't want to run it past this basket by too far.
That's a
That
good
is
point.
intimidating putt on the way back.
Yep. Very downhill. Stop. Stop.
Oh goodness. Oh gosh. Oh.
The movement
Playing
on that
with our
putter
emotions. Lisa. Oh.
looked great from the camera angle.
All right, Heather for the lone birdie opportunity. Little left. which happens uphill. It's so hard to dial in that center pole.
Yeah, the chains were 12 feet higher than her head. It's a little bit hard to tell with the camera angle. Cameras don't do this hole justice. It is way uphill. This hole played as the 14th hardest hole on the course, 5th easiest at a 4.07 click. So there's a lot of ladies that were able to attack it. What are we doing on 8, Sarah?
Well, this is a short hole, the shortest hole on the course, 213 par 3, and you got to hit the gap. It's a slow left to right turning shot with a major slope on the right side at the basket. You hit early, there's all these trees as you can see. If you hit early and kick right, you are in bogey land.
Yes, don't get it twisted. It is short, but it is not easy. PA3 thrown almost as good as you can do it from Heather. She just needed to sneak by that tree, but she'll be left with an inside the circle look.
Lisa flicking a fairway. And wow, that looks pretty good. It's a tough putt from down there. She'll have some high shrubbery to battle on her putt, but she's down there. She's down there for the dance.
Exactly. Kat, going back to that mid-range she's been forehanding.
Easy to push it left, and she's going to get that unfortunate kick right. It is going to be tough to get up and down from there.
Yeah, if you kick early, some of these approaches become very difficult. We'll see how she does it.
Paige also with the flick. Tough approach.
Just being 2 meters left of Kat is going to give her that access to the hallway. We'll see what Kat's able to do. She's got to, she's going to have more trees in her way.
Pick your gap. She didn't take very much time on that. I don't think she really gave herself a full reach back. She's just laying up. Let me get out of here.
There's that high foliage that you were referring to on Lisa's putt.
Lisa makes
Get it.
She told me last night that's one of her. It was one of her best holes of the day.
Wow, what a putt! Annie release, nose up.
Oh, you saw the hands in the air. She felt good about that one.
Stoked. Telling Heather
And
she's
Heather
next.
for the birdie. Yep. Man,
Wow.
I think you can call it from here on out. Anything inside. She has been 100% inside the circle so far.
Yeah, you're right.
Paige with a little bit of a death putt, but she's pretty fierce.
Yeah, puts it in that low left slot. She'll be happy with that up and down. Catrina, not as pleased.
On to hole 9. This is traditionally one of the hardest holes on the course, 519 feet. The first shot is almost a placement. You can either play aggressive or you can play a placement. The aggressive line is going to be a flat shot that is slowly fading to the left, giving you this gap at the very bottom of the hill to move back to the right and then up to a green that's kind of tucked up to the right. Players can throw aggressive off the tee, but a lot of them are going to play conservative on the first shot, try to get to the mouth on the second shot, and then pitch up for the par on their third. Looks like it looks like Heather's doing an aggressive shot with a high-speed driver.
I like this
We'll
forehand
see if it works
play from
out.
her. Just clipped the high ceiling and kicks into a spot you really don't want to be.
This fairway is so narrow.
Super tricky fairway.
Looks like Lisa with a mid.
That's a
Or putter?
great play from Lisa.
That's a great place to be.
Yeah, leaving herself in the fairway. She can access the bottom from there and then in turn get to the green, saving her par. It's a great play.
Paige also going with a conservative route with her banger. Doesn't flip.
Needs its turn.
Almost takes out a spotter there.
Yeah.
And Kat with an aggressive route.
Yeah, this looks like a fairway.
She's trying to get down to the bottom area, which it looks
Let's
like she
go.
did. Wow.
Wow, was right.
Wow. If you don't try to throw that shot, you have no chance for a birdie on this hole.
Oh, no. It was a par 5 last year. Moved it to a par 4 this year.
Turned. Oh, it did. Sneak around the corner. Ooh, she's a little pinched over there.
Yeah, you really don't want to be on the right side as you're trying to access the green. She'll probably have a patent pending putter shot or a flick from there. Neither one of them going to be easy.
Lisa just trying to get around to the gap. Doesn't want it early. It looks like it is just a bit early. It's really easy to throw it early right.
Yeah, it totally is.
Heather with the pitch out.
Just showing you how...
She'll really struggle to get her par here.
Yeah, just showing you how penalizing this fairway can be. She was only a few feet off of it, but a full-blown pitch out.
She'll still have 150 feet from there.
Well done from her.
Cat with the lone birdie opportunity. Ooh, I think that helped.
Might have.
She's still outside circle one.
Yeah, probably 45, 50 feet. There'll be a look most likely, but a difficult one. And there's the patent pending from Paige that we spoke about. Just a tough spot when you're pinched over there.
Since they moved the par, this is almost ungettable birdie.
Yeah, played as the third hardest hole on the course for these ladies.
Heather with her fourth shot. Perfect.
That's good.
Good tree.
Yeah, she's shown some great touch with her putter.
Paige doesn't really have access to this basket now and leaves herself another putt.
Yeah, it trickles out to 22. Cat playing smart, knowing that this green abounds in the rollaways, so just laying it up and not what we're used to from Paige.
Lisa for par.
There was a birdie on this hole.
What? Who?
As we see Lisa spit out.
Who?
Shout out to Henna Blomroos from Finland, getting the 3 on this hole. Absolutely incredible. She must have piped it all the way down there.
Wow. Dang. Yep, I mean, sounds about right.
Yeah. She's an impressive player.
She can
Fun to
probably throw a mid off the tee and still get there.
Great power. And this hole takes its toll for our lead group here. Feature card. No one playing
Paige
it.
tapping out for the double bogey. This one had a lot of high scores on my card as well, and that kind of rounds out our front 9. We've seen Kat and Paige kind of struggle. We've seen Heather really put on a show. And Lisa also a little bit of a struggle. So we'll see if the back 9 treats the ladies a little bit better. Join us for the back 9.
Can't wait to see you there.